Yo, what is going on, guys? Swizzle here, and today I will be talking about characters that I think will come back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. So, as all of us got New Horizons, I think it's safe to say that we all noticed quite a lot of characters are missing from the game, that may have just not been there or were replaced. Either way, they are missing from the game. Although, from March 20th, which is the day the game released, to now, we have seen a few characters return to the game in updates that weren't here on the day of release, such as Luna, who is the animal that runs the Dream Suite feature, and I'm sure that we will see many more characters arrive in new updates over the next couple months. Now, without further ado, let's get right into the characters that I think will come back in Animal Crossing New Horizons. So the first character that I think will return is Tortimer, and when I say Tortimer, I mean the whole squad: Captain, Layla, Grims, and everyone else on Tortimer's island from Animal Crossing New Leaf. Now, last June was summertime for the Northern Hemisphere, and some people thought that we may get Captain to return, but all we got was swimming that summer, which isn't bad, but it's not Tortimer. Now, the reason that I think Tortimer will return is because, well, he's too big of a character to not return to the game. Everyone loved visiting Tortimer's island back in Animal Crossing New Leaf, and with him not being in the game, it leaves very little to do in multiplayer. In New Leaf, you can meet up with a friend and go visit Tortimer's island and fish, catch bugs, and play minigames, and have fun with your friend. There was just so much to do, and it doesn't seem right for Nintendo to just take them all away like that, and leave us with almost nothing to do in multiplayer, except for hit each other with nets. Yep, quite fun. Plus, it's a nice little getaway from your own island and go somewhere else. It's a whole different place to hang at. Now, if I had to guess, I would say Tortimer will return this June or July. Either one, because that is summertime for the Northern Hemisphere, and that is the perfect time to add it in, since the island gives off a nice summer vibe, and these sharks will come out, which is great for fishing over at the island. It just makes like the most sense for it to come back in the summer, and we didn't get him last summer, so let's hope that we can get him this summer. Plus, it'll be weird to not have Tortimer, considering that he has been in every single Animal Crossing game except for New Horizons. Now, the next character on this list is the one, the only, the most likely to return, Brewster. Now, we, the Animal Crossing community, already have a couple of data mines revealing Brewster, a couple of villager hints mentioning Brewster. It just seems like Brewster has a high chance of returning. Also, the high demand in all of Nintendo's comment sections helps, so, yeah, keep it up, guys. Anyways, Brewster is definitely the most wanted character to return to the series, and the most likely character to return to the series, and I would love to see him return to the game as well. It would also be really nice to see KK Slider perform in Brewster's coffee shop, aka The Roost, because he did in City Folk, and it would be a nice change from him performing in the plaza. Plus, KK's music would make the Roost a lot more lively, and even without the Animal Crossing community asking for Brewster, I think that he would come back anyway, because like Tortimer, he is too big of a feature or character to not return to the series. It's just not Animal Crossing without him. I would say that he comes back in February for Valentine's Day with maybe some heart type of coffee, and plus, in February, it is still cold outside for the Northern Hemisphere, so that would be perfect. It just all makes sense. Although I really hope that Brewster gets his own building, because what we don't want is him being added on to the museum. Because when you enter the museum, it doesn't bring the same vibe that the Roost building brings. And second, Brewster is too big of a character to be some kind of, add-on to the museum. So I think that he deserves his own building on the island. Although some people don't want him to have his own building, because some people have already filled up their islands all the way, like I did. But hey, I will do anything to have this pigeon get his own building on my island. Now, the next character that I personally think is going to return is Blanca. Now, for those who don't know who Blanca is, she is the one that led April Fool's Day activities in Animal Crossing New Leaf, and to think that she has been around since the first Animal Crossing game on the GameCube leads me to believe that she will come back again. And I think the reason that they didn't add her last April Fool's Day, which was April 1st, is because Bunny Day interfered. And even though Bunny Day will still interfere this year, we already know what Bunny Day is like. So I think now would be a reasonable time for Blanca to return to the game, and like I said, she has been in every single Animal Crossing game to exist. So if she doesn't return to New Horizons, I will be shocked. Now in New Leaf, her role was to be practically identical to a villager, and you would have to determine who the real one was. And if you spotted the real one, then you would get Blanca's picture and the villager's picture that you spotted. I doubt that this will be exactly the same as New Leaf, since almost every single event has changed, but I haven't heard many people talk about her or ask about her. But I'm sure as April starts to come up, we'll start to hear more Blanca talk, and maybe get some more clues as to what she will do, and if she is confirmed to come to New Horizons, but I think that she'll most likely return and continue on with the series. Now the last and actually already confirmed character that is coming to New Horizons is Pave. Now obviously he is going to return to the game, but I just thought that I would mention him and talk about him for the ones that didn't know that he was returning. And since the January update trailer has not come out yet, there is still time to talk about him. So for those who do not know, Pave is a dancing peacock that would show up on a different day each year to your town and party it up. I won't go too much into detail about the festival because I already made a video on that, so if you would like to see it, look up in the top right and you will see a link to that video. But I'm really excited to see Pave return to the game, and it is only a matter of time before the January update trailer gets released, and then we know more about Pave in Animal Crossing New Horizons. Nintendo told us that the update trailer would be released in late January, and today is January 13th, so I guess that you could say that we were creeping up on late January. So guys, that is all for the video today. Thank you guys for watching, and if you made it this far through the video, comment the word Pave, and I'll be liking and replying to all the comments that say that. And while you're commenting, let me know which character you would like to see return to the series, and if I missed anyone, let me know as well. In conclusion, I think that most of these characters will return at some point within the next year, and if they don't, you can come back to this video and bully me, although I have the most faith in Brewster returning. And with that being said, subscribe to the channel if you're new, hit the like button if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
I cut her off when I say that we're done, but I say that we're done every day. Don't want me back, but you're keeping me rough. You tell me what you want from me. You were so 50 years, you really with me, cause I can be gone in a day. What do you want from me? What do you want from me?